I wish I would have had this kind of thing when I was a kid. When I think about and how to really help our youth, we got to show them what the good things are in life, to get disconnected from all their screens, their tablets, their games, all the things that are outside, bring them to a place where we can get grounded.
It's so beautiful because of the land and stuff. I just read the paper thing and it had like a whole bunch of fun activities it showed, and it just sounded really fun, and my friends were going too.
I wanted to come to this to learn some of the culture and meet new people.
Thought it would have been perfect for me to come out and learn a lot more knowledge than I already know.
What we wanted to create was a safe place to bring youth together where they could begin to build the foundation of a sense of self.
The youth be engaged and just be in the moment.
I feel like being out here and camping with our people, and like we have no service, nothing like that. It's like, like everything's very traditional.
Just wanted to learn like new words and language and more about it and stuff.
That's part of your guys' job as kids, is look after the elders.
I see a huge change in the youth. I believe we have 3 fluent speakers, and then we have 5 others that can say prayers and sing songs in Shwapnik. So good to come out here and hear the language coming out of such young minds. It's just beautiful.
There's connection in that and learning. The preparing of food together and, discussing with the kids about when we prepare food for community, for wakes, for services and ceremonies, we put our love into it, and that's how we nurture each other in community. It's how we take care of each other.
You have to think happy and be positive, and when you think happy and think positive, it makes the food taste way better.
Paying attention to what we need for breakfast, so when they come up to help, they're already doing things without being asked.
We're seeing everybody working together every step of the way. We just built our pit and for pit cooking, and everybody had their hands in it.
I came out here today to share a little bit of our culture that I've been able to learn. Some of the wonderful people and the teachers that I've had in my life who taught me how to cook food in the ground, so we call it pit cooking. So the pit cooking utilizes everything from nature as our flavor and our seasonings and all of that, and using the lava rocks and the fire and then the water, so it has all of the elements together and then it creates that convection under the ground, and it makes the most incredibly tasting food that you could even imagine. So I'm really looking forward to sharing this experience with these young people today.
The kids are talking about it right now, like, is it cooking right now? And what temperature is it? And what's it gonna taste like? I loved the line of rocks when they were all passing the rocks, into the pit for the cooking, to prepare into the fire. And just the working together, the teamwork this weekend has been something else. I mean, you think, there's some adults here that are Indigenous have not experienced pit cooking. So what an amazing thing to teach them.
Sharing that food from the pit, that's gonna be wonderful. I almost cried this morning.
And maybe someday they're going to teach it themselves. They're going to understand it and then take that knowledge with them.
With no technology or, no TV, no phones, no games. They've got to figure out how to play out here on their own, and they have.
The Lahal tournament, fun, yes, but also the story told about the creation of that game and where it came from. And sitting and playing with elders and people of all ages and generations. There's connection in that and learning.
They loved winning the trophy. They loved doing their little successes like that, and that's important because they'll remember it.
It makes me so happy to hear everyone drumming and singing together. It just feels really good to listen to.
Being here with all of these kids, from the time I got here, I felt love.
Georgina, she taught us a lot about the culture and talked to us about how her childhood was like and how better it is for us now. She talked about the sweat
she helped me a lot to see what the sweat means.
After I get out of a sweat, I feel a lot better about myself because sweats help with your spirit and they just lift you up. You get all the bad stuff off your chest.
And when I saw the sweat house, I was like, oh my God, wait, that's so exciting.
Like, even though like I was kind of getting impatient, that's kind of like one of the points of a sweat is kind of teach you how to be more patient.
When the men create the fires and the men create the infrastructure for our pit cooking that we're doing, that is, you know, a role that provides stability in our circle, our group, and in our communities. And they're learning that here this weekend.
To get an opportunity to come out here and learn this, because it's not just something that it's installed into you, it's beautiful.
And I've heard a lot of good things about him, and I was really excited to meet him this weekend. The stories he told were really cool.
He always has such great things to say, and it means so much to me how like his experience with education, how it wasn't always the greatest. He went through residential school, and to know that now we get an opportunity as young ones now to get a proper education in a proper place.
I always love it when an elder tells us stories. Nice, they were powerful.
It was elders that brought their skills into our generations, and they're the ones that remembered the culture.
It brings joy and a lot to learning. He just makes it fun.
We wanted our youth to be mentored, to learn our protocols, to learn our language, to learn our ceremonies, and this is a small step into that.
So that they could see that their culture has been there and is there, that they can connect to this land, to each other, to the ceremonies, to the activities in a way that will impact them, that will impact their judgments and decisions as they move forward in life. I think the most magical part is seeing all the flow of energy in all these little groups happening at the same time in this cohesive, beautiful way, and they won't forget that.
It's just amazing. The people are nice, and meet new people and learn more. It's just really fun.
And this is a really good start, and to come out here on the land and celebrate with the community and have the youth here as witnesses for that is very strong and powerful.
I think today they got to witness that. They're the ones that got to sing the song, our honor song, which is amazing. That's one of the biggest things that we wanted, was to have that culture in place, but now run by the youth.
It's just so enriching, and watching the youth this year so engaged in every event they did. Nobody was off to the side, they were all together.
I want everyone to feel like they got meaning out of the weekend.
I'm just so grateful that all these young people, myself included, got this opportunity to come out here and learn these things.
To feel some relation to self and purpose.
Is that I know that we made an impact. I know that our culture has reached and resonated with some of the children here. And not only the children, the adults. Us adults are learning things this weekend that we never knew before.
This has been the best youth camp I've ever been a part of.